Everyone, and welcome. I invite you to take your seat now. We're going to get started very shortly. We're just waiting for a few more people to arrive. Okay, good morning, everyone, and thank you so much for joining us today. My name is Catherine Dibbin. I'm one of the co-chairs of the Premier's Youth Council. I'm joined today by my fellow co-chair, Ben Oates, sitting over here, and we're really grateful for this opportunity today. I'll be your MC today, and I'd just like to mention that I'm very grateful to be joined here by the Honourable Andrew Parsons, the Minister of Industry, Energy and Technology, and Ms. Ashley Noseworthy, the Chair of EcoNext. And I'd just like to say welcome to all the stakeholders that are here today. It is wonderful to see so many of you here despite being in masks. I'm happy that we can still be together today. So this fall, the provincial government reached out to stakeholders, Indigenous governments and organizations, and the public seeking input on the development of a renewable energy plan for Newfoundland and Labrador. How exciting. Many of you here today gave input on the province's renewable energy plan, invaluable input that has helped shape the future of what the province can be. So I'm now going to invite Minister Parsons to come forward and tell us a little bit more about this renewable energy plan.
Well, thank you so much, Catherine, and good morning, everyone. Very pleased today to have Catherine here, as well as Ben, to have our Premier's Youth Council represented. We had a wonderful meeting, the Premier and I, and the Youth Council, I guess it was a few weeks back, and to see the level of engagement and energy that they brought to this topic, to this issue, was really inspiring. In fact, it really showed me, I guess, it made me wonder about my own university days, because I certainly wasn't as engaged as these people are, but it gives me hope, not just for the future, but for the present, seeing these leaders here. And also great to have Ashley here today from EcoNext, and obviously they are a huge partner in this endeavor. It's great to be in this backdrop. I always loved this room. The couches are new. I was going to make a couch joke, but I figured I should probably hold off on that these days. A big thank you to the stakeholders that are here in the room today. And again, you are a huge part of this, so thank you for being here. So I am excited today to be launching the province's Renewable Energy Plan, which is titled Maximizing Our Renewable Future. This plan looks to what our future can be, what we can do to foster a clean energy future, and what we can work towards to ensure that our province's renewable energy resources are used and developed in a responsible and sustainable manner. We, the collective we, have a responsibility to think about our future and to plan for it. And I think that's exactly what we have done. We have been talking about transitioning to a green economy, and we have taken some steps to that transition. And now today we are here to release our action plan going forward, reaffirming upon and building upon our commitment to this transition. As such, I'm pleased to be able to share this renewable energy plan with you all. So maximizing our renewable future is a 5-year plan with 4 specific focus areas. It includes short-term, medium-term, and long-term actions, which will support planning and delivery on a range of activities. The focus areas are energy uses and markets, regulatory framework, partnership, innovation, and industry support, and training and jobs. Markets for our province's developed and undeveloped renewable energy resources exist within and outside of our province, such as our Atlantic neighbors, the northeastern US, Europe, and beyond. A provincial renewable energy plan supports the clean energy goals of the federal government. It complements our government's efforts to work with our other Atlantic provinces, our neighbors, the Government of Canada, and to develop a clean power roadmap for the region. Now, our province has an abundance of renewable energy resources, and it positions our province well to meet our net zero commitments, to fight climate change, and to grow clean energy jobs and economic development. And I will emphasize that our resources and our opportunities will be developed for our benefit. This plan is about the future of Newfoundland and Labrador. It's about a transition to an economy, but we know that transition is not done without the offshore oil and gas sector in mind. Over the long term, renewable energy development provides a pathway for further offshore petroleum development while respecting net zero. Now, this plan was developed with tremendous input from the public, Indigenous governments and organizations, industry, stakeholders, and again, I want to thank everyone for being a part of this. When we put this out to the public to be a part of it, the response we got was absolutely fantastic, whether it was from just different industry advocates, whether it's from the business community, whether it was from the general public who had an interest in this, and to see it widespread throughout our province again was really encouraging. And the input that was provided clearly illustrates the value that you have placed on an informed, long-term, sustainable, renewable energy plan. I think we have heard you, and again, this plan is about us. It's about the future of this province, the one that we all love so dearly. Now, together with ongoing support and participation of industry and stakeholders, this plan will support our transition to the low-carbon economy, create employment opportunities for residents, and further position our province as a clean energy center of excellence. And we plan to be as flexible and transparent as possible to ensure accountability of this energy plan and on renewable development. We will report on progress in 1 year. I'd like to thank everyone who has worked on this for all the input that was given by stakeholders, many of whom are here today. I'd especially like to thank Susan Wilkins and Christine Boland from our department for the work they have put into this, folks. I cannot state how much this entailed from their perspective. Again, there was others in the department, but these were certainly the leaders, and the leadership they provided on this file is something that I'm greatly appreciative of. So thank you so much for what you've done for this plan and for our province. On that note, I look forward to continued cooperation, and I'd say I'm very proud of the steps we're all taking for the future of this province. This plan will enable us to be a global leader, and it's going to allow us, I think, to leave a legacy for our children that they can be proud of. The reality is that the steps, the foundation we are setting today, it's going to exist beyond all of us. It's certainly going to exist beyond me being here in this role. But again, we need to set the strong foundation for us to build upon. And again, I can say this with all certainty, the interest we have from in this province and outside this province, the possibilities that we have are endless. So it does give me great excitement to see where we're going to go and to be able to report back to the public and to all of you. Again, we are a team going forward in this venture. On that note, thank you so much. I wish everybody the best, and if I don't get another opportunity publicly, I hope everybody has a safe and happy holiday. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Minister. This is such fantastic news for the province, and you said today that you're proud of this plan. And I think that's the most that you can ask. When you know something's good, you know someone's proud of it. So thank you so much for your work on this. Newfoundland and Labrador has an abundance of renewable energy resources, which positions the province to thrive in a net zero emission world, fight climate change, and to grow clean energy jobs and economic growth. The province is advancing efforts to achieve net zero by 2050 through collaborating with industry to support new innovative ideas to further reduce greenhouse gases emissions and advance Newfoundland and Labrador's status as a clean energy center of excellence. I'm now going to call on Ashley Noseworthy. She's chair of EcoNext to tell us more about EcoNext's role in the development of this plan.
Hello, everybody, and good morning. I'm very excited to be here, and thank you for the invitation. My name is Ashley Noseworthy. I am the founder of a local environmental consultancy, and I am the chair of EcoNext, formerly NIA. We are an association of businesses working towards the acceleration of clean growth in Newfoundland and Labrador. Our members provide environmental products, technologies, and services to all industries of importance to our economy, from mining to fisheries and aquaculture, forestry, and energy. The list keeps going. And that is why, on behalf of our organization, I'm very happy to be here this morning to celebrate the release of Newfoundland and Labrador's renewable energy strategy. Newfoundland and Labrador has what the world needs. Energy comes in many forms, and we seem to have a surplus. From wind to wave and tidal, hydro, biomass, and even a little solar. We have a wealth of yet-to-be-developed renewable energy resources that can help sectors and nations meet their environmental objectives and commitments. The question has always been, how can we develop these resources to benefit the people of the province and the economy? This plan represents a large step in the right direction on answering that question. There is no doubt the world is changing. The advent of new markets, increased environmental pressures on industry, and the emergence of clean fuels and associated technologies are presenting us with new opportunities. Taking the right steps, as this plan represents, Newfoundland and Labrador can seize the opportunities that lay before us to not only help the world fight climate change, but also reshape our provincial economy in the process. Diversity and export shall be key, and these elements are represented in the plan. To give a little context, over the past few months, the EcoNext team has worked tirelessly to engage with its membership and network on this subject. We met with developers, suppliers, utilities, subject matter experts, and more, all in an effort to present the best series of detailed recommendations that we could towards the best interests of the province. We are very happy to see today that much of what we recommended is reflected in the plan that is being presented. We know that our colleagues in the Department of Industry, Energy and Technology have been hard at work putting this plan together. Minister Parsons and his team are to be commended for their work this fall and their openness in engaging with associations like ours. Their work represents an important step forward for this province and a new way of working together between industry and government. After all, it is those of us working in industry that have our boots on the ground and see the struggles and the potential. And now the harder work begins, turning this renewable energy vision into a reality for the province. This cannot be done by government alone. EcoNext and its members will be there every step along the way to provide support, communication, liaise, and do whatever we can to ensure that our province capitalizes on the renewable energy resources we have available. We have talent and expertise right here, and now let's do what we do best. Let's dig in. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Noseworthy. The Renewable Energy Plan is a collaborative approach to a green economy. It's a plan for a clean energy future. That concludes today's wonderful announcement. Thank you so much for joining us, and have a great holiday.